So, Manor Lords. I think I can safely say that this is a game we've all been waiting for quite a while. It's been very much a journey towards development, but it's a journey that we've been kept apprised of every single step of the way. Most recently, with Hooded Horse stepping in as the publisher for this title, I think it's safe to say as well that Hooded Horse is making some very good decisions lately about who to partner with. So about 4 weeks ago, a brand new trailer dropped for Manor Lords. I've not seen it yet. This is going to be my first time watching it today. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how much we're going to get to see, but I'm excited for some updates either way.
Welcome to Manor Lords.
It's so pretty.
In this video, I'd like to introduce you to some of the core mechanics of the game, including regional development, trade, and military recruitment.
We need more workers here.
The map in Manor Lords is divided into regions. Each region has its own resources, as well as a development tree.
Alright, I love that development tree. I'm going to say straight off the bat, I've definitely seen some of this footage before, if not all of it. Back when I made my video of City Builders coming out soon that I was really excited for. I'll chuck a little jibby up in the top. Definitely seen this footage before. That doesn't make it any less impressive or exciting to me, especially as if they're still using this footage as of 4 weeks ago. Then that means that this is probably what we're going to see, hopefully, in early access, which is good because I like what we're seeing here. I really like this wheel and everything that we've got going on. I'm super excited. I haven't seen a circular research tree before. No, I haven't seen a circular research tree before. Anyway, definitely seen some of this footage, but it's fine. I'm also not very good at reacting because I like to just sit here and look at things and then I'm going to stop the video and just talk about stuff in detail.
You upgrade the residential building
There's weather.
in the region, you get development
Weather.
points, which you can spend to unlock new development branches. This means that different regions may specialize in different things.
Just a sec, I'm just gonna go back to that real quick. Is that... Now this is interesting. This seems to be gridless, but it's snapping like there is a grid. That's very cool. It's a much more natural flow of how cities and towns develop if they're not planned properly. If you'll notice that a couple of towns, IRL towns, one that springs to mind is Adelaide in South Australia, has a very defined kind of grid system. That's because it was actually planned by a town planner named Colonel William Light. Because of that, Adelaide looks like it's made to a grid. But I've found that towns that weren't planned out and that just kind of formed naturally over time have this much more kind of, I want to say it's got thick curves, but that sounds really unprofessional, so I'm just going to say that it's extra thick in terms of its curves and how we go around, and just how roads and everything form around buildings rather than it kind of looking more organized and laid out. So this is a much more organic feeling in terms of how cities actually come about. There's some things you probably weren't expecting to learn, is that Adelaide and Gawler in South Australia were designed by the same town planner, Colonel William Light, who only ever took on cities that he was actually passionate about. So, but yeah, I'm always going to love Banished and its art style and how it snaps to grid because that's how I like to build. But at the same time, I'm really excited to see how chaotic I can get with this.
Specialize in different things. Some may be more optimized for farming. Some for mining.
It's so beautiful.
Some will process the resources to make expensive goods, like shoes.
That house!
Or
The
clothing.
houses! They're so pretty! Yes!
Depending on the optimization of your production chains, the price of the goods will change, affecting the market attractiveness.
Well, just me personally as a player, I'm really not very good at crafting chains or trading, marketing, anything that has numbers to do with it anywhere in there. That's going to be interesting to see me try to wrangle. I've clicked onto the next frame and immediately there's a weather system. If you've watched any of my other videos, including the Farthest Frontier trailer reaction, I love weather systems because weather systems are kind of indicative of the level of chaos that the map is going to serve you, because usually with weather systems come weather events, and I find that they're a really good way to kind of throw a curveball at a player who might otherwise have everything under control. You know, maybe there's a tornado or a fire or a flood. I've never seen a flood in a city builder. That'd be really cool. If you know of a city builder with floods, let me know.
Free merchants will travel more frequently to towns that have rare and more affordable goods. These merchants are the only way to get wealth in the game.
It's just... I'm going to just keep saying that it's pretty, because it is a really pretty game.
Regional wealth. As the lord or lady, you must tax your towns and villages in order to get money for your personal endeavors.
Taxes!
There are different taxes giving various benefits. For example, the tithe goes straight to the church, but in return, the church gives you influence.
This is like... Okay. Lots of taxes, first of all. I'm seeing a lot of numbers in my future, and it makes me very nervous. I'm seeing this as like a cross between Banished and some 4X games, just in terms of what you can tax and the benefits that you get back from that, if that makes sense. I'm going to try and do like a wrap up at the end after we've watched the trailer, but there's just so much stuff in here that I want to talk about. So I do apologize.
Every so often,
Just very
the king
excited.
gives out valuable rewards to the most influential lords on the map, including new territories. You can compliment or insult other lords via the diplomacy system to
3 guesses which one I'm going to do. I love that's a mechanic.
affect their influence.
The editor in me wants to point out we're missing a P in paragraph. Manor Lords, Hooded Horse, if you need a copy editor, I'll do it. I hope your fiefdom rots to hell soon.
Has been redesigned after some community feedback. It is now divided into 3 unit categories. First type of recruits are the Peasant Militia. You can call
Invalid.
to arms the peasants from your villages. They grab whatever improvised weapons they have and join the fight. This will hit your economy, and you'll need at least a couple of villages to form an army. If you want better militia, you must train them at the training camp or the archery range.
Oh, the
The
colours.
second type of recruits are
Yes.
mercenaries. They cost silver and a lot of it.
I got goosebumps. The music as it kicked in. Stop it. I'm too cold for goosebumps.
The last type is Lord's Retinue. This is a limited, heavily armoured unit that you can customise to your liking.
Oh my god.
Thank you for joining in for this short preview of Manor Lords gameplay
There's
systems.
snow on the ground. It's
If
gonna
you're
be
interested
seasonal
in
weather
discussing the game,
effects.
be
Okay, so I know it's been a while since we've had kind of like a new update on Manor Lords, but everything I see about it just gets me more excited. And like I said before, the fact that this is footage that Hooded Horse posted on June 2nd means that hopefully this is still the kind of art style footage feeling that we're going for moving forth. It's always nice to see updates and developments, especially from titles that have been in that development stage for quite a while. The things I'm most excited for with Manor Lords in particular is this cross of genres. We seem to have Bannerlord having a baby with Banished, with maybe like a 4X game as a distant godparent. The art style in particular, you all know that photorealism is my preferred art style, so to see it realized in so much detail with such a gorgeous color palette that is just so appropriate to the era. We know these days that medieval wasn't, sepias, grays, browns. It was reds and blues and yellow, rich colors to illustrate how wealthy your region was or your lord was. So to see those splashes of color being included throughout the town's drapery, tents, fabrics around the archery range we saw it. That was really good as well. And it's so clean and crisp and beautiful. Another thing I'm really, really excited for is the gridless system, but it snaps like it's got a grid. That's so odd to me, and I'm so keen to kind of get in on that and see what we can make with it. Like I said before, it just kind of increases the natural feel of a developing town as the town would have developed and has developed these days. Genuinely, I'm just super excited for this title, and any new news that we get on it is just serving to increase my excitement. I'm curious to see what weather systems we're going to be able to implement. There's a scary amount of trading and influence and numbers, but the fact that we're going to have combat in a city builder with this gorgeous color palette, this beautiful art style, this game is straddling a lot of genres, and it's doing it very, very well, at least from what we can see from this trailer. So I'm just so excited, and when I got the news that Hooded Horse had picked up Manor Lords, I was extremely excited. That's really an understatement. Hooded Horse is a publisher that I've worked with in the past. We're working with them with Sky Nation Publishing, as I alluded to at the beginning of the video, and I've seen nothing but good come from their partnership. So to see these two titans of independent gaming team up, I think it's going to be an interesting experience for all involved. So I'm very, very keen to get my little mitts on as much Manor Lords as humanely possible. I'm going to leave it there for today before I ramble any further. Do make sure to wishlist Manor Lords over on Steam. I'm going to see you all in the next video, and until then, stay safe and just always happy creating. Banished grid pattern. I can't talk today. This is my second coffee, so we're doing our best. I just wanted to, as soon as I knew that this trailer was up, I wanted to get some footage on it. 4 weeks late. And I will reiterate, like, if you guys want an editor, I've got eyes. Also, I'm the creative director of Sky Nation Publishing, so I could get my little brain tickers on there and have a look at your text.